As we are audible.
Yay.
You're audible.
Alright.
I hate that still, man. We are waiting for the first lady of Random Tuesdays to arrive. As you'll see, we got some guests today. We got some people arriving.
Text. Hi, how you doing?
Ashley,
Where Kirby at?
she's getting food.
Cool.
That's how she was expecting no food though. I'll be disappointed.
You can't see me walk your parents' game.
Nah.
Okay, good.
Let's see what start this big. We got three. We got an audience.
Alright. What up, party people? It's Trill Huxtable. I got Soul Brother #1 next to me.
Yeah.
We got a special guest in the house. Kelvis Presley is actually en route with food for us. We haven't had any nutrition today, so we're trying to make sure we don't die on this podcast today. So, yeah, we are here.
It's important not to die.
We
Not
are
to
random
die.
Tuesdays.
Definitely.
DetroitFreeRadio.com. If y'all don't know the website, you should know it. That's where we at. That's where you can find us. Shout out to Big Brother DJ Sakar. So yeah, if you were here last week, you know that we were starting to review the Rick Ross album. We had some technical issues, so we're making that show up right now for y'all. And so we just gonna kind of pick y'all brains a little bit more. What's going on? I see. Is that Latasha? What up, Latasha?
Yeah.
What's good?
Always here. Shout out. Shout out.
I got the pizza pants back. They back. By popular demand.
I am seriously thinking about getting me some OG Ninja Turtle or Transformers,
Fucking do
like
it.
1980s Transformers though, not new stuff.
Not the 3D.
Not the yeah.
The
I'm talking
2D.
about the OG. So I wish Cardi would hurry up. Definitely. Where's she gonna sit there? She's gonna have to figure out.
It's crazy.
What we want to do is we actually gonna move people around. We want to definitely highlight this young lady right here. You gonna sit in the middle? Did you introduce yourself?
No, I introduced myself.
So-
Hi, I'm Jendai from UpJunkFashion.com.
So what we're gonna do today? Not only are we going to have a album review, but we're also going to highlight. Well, we're going to start highlighting business owners, small business owners. So we definitely going to start doing that because I believe Pizza Pants over there believes that.
That's a dope.
Yeah, yeah. That we need to actually start supporting smaller businesses, our businesses in general, especially those that support us. There's a lot of dope people that we know that have their own, so we definitely want to make that a habit to start highlighting those people.
We got another person in the house. Her name is, oh guys, she jumped in. This is Ashley from Ashley's Cakes and Bakes. This is my lovely girlfriend.
Oh, that's so cute. Kind of. I don't know.
You know you love us.
I hear you. So we still waiting on Kirby. So
It's weird. That's fine.
forget Kirby. Hopefully she's watching. Hopefully she is okay with my vehicle.
It's not gonna work that way.
With your vehicle.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yes.
she's okay.
I said that first. I said hopefully she's okay
with my vehicle.
Yeah.
That's a whole different.
But I did put if she's okay first though. So I mean it does for something. Anyway, Trill.
What up? What up? So yeah, today we're gonna get into that Rick Ross album, Rather You Than Me. It's his 9th studio album. If y'all don't know who Rick Ross is, I don't know where the hell you've been for a couple years, because he's been doing this thing since '06. He came in the game out of Miami, Carroll City. A lot of people had their apprehensions towards dude in the beginning of his career. They thought he was like a Biggie wannabe. Then the whole controversies with the photo of him being a corrections officer came out. So basically, if you don't know his music, Rick Ross's music is what some people would call gangster rap, luxury rap music, and he was definitely speaking about some things, that allude to that lifestyle. But when those photos came out back in, I think it was '08, and he was an actual CO corrections officer, that really took a hit to his credibility. A lot of people really weren't, they were messing with him, really kind of probably backed off, was like, man, this dude is not really saying what he's talking about, he's fake, blah, blah, blah. But regardless of all of that, to me, being as much of a hip-hop head as I am, he's definitely a cat that deserves his respect in the game. When it's all said and done, when his lights go out, he definitely has earned a place in the rap game. And I think he should be respected. I mean, the man's ear for production alone is just insane. I mean, he pretty much was that artist that put a lot of producers on. That's our co-host. She buzzing in. But basically, he brought out the Justice League production crew. That tag that they always have in their beats. Yeah, don't mind that. She's a little special. She's a little. She got it, but she's here. But fast forward. Jesus. It's amateur hour right now. But anyway, yeah, so 9 albums in, here we are. One thing that's noticeably absent from this album is there's no Justice League production, which they have been on every one of his releases since he's been out. They kind of made his signature sound that you hear, that luscious type of hip hop production.
That luscious.
It's luscious, you know what I'm saying? It's real lushy.
Exquisite.
Exquisite. Just listen to some of the songs on the album. I mean, just the production was just so, I felt like a rich nigga, straight up. But they're absent from this album. One guy that is back on this album is Bink Dog. And if you don't know who Bink Dog is, Bink basically was he was the third architect behind the Blueprint, Jay-Z's album, classic album. Definitely a guy that doesn't get enough props. Bink the Humble Monster, shout out to VA. Definitely a dude that has a good sound. He actually contributed 3 productions on this album: Santorini, Greece, Scientology, and The Game Ain't Based on Sympathy. Those are actually 3 of my favorites. So yeah, so brother, get into a little bit some about how you feel about Rick Ross and some of the stories and experiences with.
Okay, so like you were alluding to, I think like what hurt his legacy more than him being a correctional officer is him lying about it.
Yeah.
Because he, when it first went out there,
he denied it.
Yeah, he denied it. Sorry, it looked like that's the one. But as far as him being an artist, I can't really think of too many people that pick better production.
No.
Front to back of the album, better than Rick Ross. When it comes to his last 2 albums were okay, but I actually expect a little bit better. But he definitely, in my personal opinion, he came back with this particular album a lot. He brought a lot of the old elements that he had I think he kind of lost the last 2 albums.
I think with the last one, Black Dollar, I think he definitely started. I actually honestly have liked a lot of his last couple albums. I think
really?
from Teflon Don, I love that album. I love God Forgives I Don't. I thought that was a dope album. I didn't really think I forgot what the name of it was, the red cover with all of the jewels on it. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. But I thought Black Dollar and Black Market were dope. Those were his last 2 projects. Black Dollar actually came out as a mixtape, but it was like an album mixtape.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. I thought one of them was a mixtape.
It was like an album style mixtape, and then he came out with Black Market, which was the album. So he said, like a lot of the production was solid as usual. But one thing I noticed though in recent years is he's kind of delved a little bit deeper into like consciousness, you know, in his verses. Like he does speak on some things that a lot of people wouldn't expect Rick Ross to speak about, because that's not really his brand of hip hop. He's
Right.
not in that conscious lane, but he's definitely, over these last couple albums, he's definitely started speaking on those things more and more. And on this album, he just continues to really delve into a lot of the things that we face as a people, a lot of things in the culture. I mean, he's definitely speaking on those things, man. He's definitely letting it be known. Kel was motherfucking
Y'all niggas
freshman.
started the show without me.
We said 9 o'clock.
Actually, you started.
Nigga, you sent me to get your food.
Absolutely, y'all started without me one time, so let me go.
You
ahead.
said it was okay. I never did.
First of all, you just forgot where we were. That's your fault.
What?
Anyway, y'all can.
I
That's
didn't
what-
forget where you was. I had to get your
I'm
food.
talking about this is Kirby. I was talking about Brandon when you forgot we was in the Sakari house. Relax.
Right, but still, bottom line is it started, so
Yeah.
we're all good.
Hurry up. Anyway, so what did you think of the album? This is our guest. This is don't be all shy now, because you're definitely not shy.
No, not shy. I'm taking it all in.
So we're talking about the consciousness of Rick Ross's latest.
No, Rick Ross is a conundrum for me. Like I don't
Conundrum.
know.
Big word. Bam.
I don't know where to place Rick Ross. Like I have rappers that I really like, and then I have rappers that I really dislike. But then Rick Ross kind of falls in that space where it kind of makes me not care so much either which way. And,
Okay.
and I say that like, because I never see growth in Rick Ross, and I think it was very difficult for me to listen to this album because I feel like I could have listened to any of his albums over the last, I don't know how long, 9 albums, and could have placed those songs with the exception of a few, that one he has with Raphael Sadiq,
Okay.
and
That's
the
the
one that
second
he
time.
has with Dej Loaf, I really like. And there was one other one. It's the shortest song on the album, and it was all him. He has a lot of features on this album, but I just feel like he kind of floats in between. And I keep waiting for something different to happen. Like I do hear the consciousness popping out, but it's kind of it's kind of here and there. I feel like I just want him to dig deeper at this point because I want him to have a legacy. And at this point, he has songs. He has
Look
albums.
at you. Look at in-depth album. What?
He definitely has some classic joints. Like he's got parties. He is kind of a conundrum because he does kind of dabble in that trap shit. He dabbles in that classic hip hop shit. He dabbles in that gangster shit. So it's like he's kind of all in those boxes. But I think that he can definitely hit those boxes and those pockets a lot better than a lot of MCs. And that's one thing that I think is overlooked about him is he can pretty much, jump on any type of track. And he's able to adhere to the beat very well and navigate through it without compromising his style. So I think that's one thing that he does do well. And he's able to make those type of songs. He can make a strip club song as well as a introspective song. Like on this album, I think, Santorini Greece was very,
Yeah, that's the one.
and that was very, intuitive and in depth about a lot of things. And also, the Game Ain't Based on Sympathy, where he even says, like, the realest line, he says, what he say? He says, never a gangster I just wanted in, no longer I can deny I just wanted revenge. So he just told you, like, after all of the stuff and tarnished this legacy, that, I'm being real. Now, on my 9th album, maybe he feels comfortable to be himself. Now, I don't know why it took 9 albums, but, some people are different.
I don't think he's comfortable with being himself. I think he wants to just toss out something to give people more. He sent out bait because he's still lying about how he lived. I can't say it's not enough. He's still lying. He's still lying about him selling drugs and all of that. We know he didn't. We know he didn't do that.
Be careful with that table.
All in all, it's mad dope though. I do like the album. It's my maybe second full-length Rick Ross album I've listened to completely to have an opinion. I've dabbled in Rick, but not really. To me, I don't necessarily know if it shows growth, but on this album, like I said, he's dabbling kind of just in the, I'm gonna give y'all some real shit more on this album than I've given on any other album, because he can't tell that lie no more, and we believe it. He's telling an amazing story. He's really good at it, but we know you didn't live that life, so you're gonna kind of have to open up and show us a little bit of something more.
Yeah.
And
let me say this though, to that point. Now, we expect our rappers and MCs to be real and everything to be authentic in what they say, but we often read books and watch movies that are great, that win awards, that are classic cinema and literature. You know, but we don't hold people to the same standard there. It could be a fake story, you know what I'm saying? But like 1984, awesome story, not real. But
the reason that we do that with fiction and books and movies is because we know they telling us a story. Rappers come in and be like, I'm telling you the truth.
Okay,
this is a life
but
that
they're telling a story though. But look at Rappers Delight. That was a story. That was the truth, right?
But this is the thing. When I read a fiction book,
yes.
I'm knowing that they're writing. Harry Potter was fiction about a different person. They're telling fiction about themselves.
But what I'm saying is, you know they didn't sell that life, they didn't live that life, yet you still listen to it. Isn't that fiction? Because you're going into it knowing that that's not the life they live.
But Rick Ross didn't say he didn't live that life until he got caught in that lie. That's what I'm saying. That was like 10
years ago, but people still listen to it. You still listen to it.
Because now we know.
People listen to Drake.
Now we know, and we're listening for the story. So now, yes, 9 albums later, his 9th album, he definitely has to open up, because it's like, bro, you can't keep telling the same lie over and over again. We know you lying.
I think he made it cool for people to lie. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. He's
not the first one though.
I don't mean disrespect though. Like, I mean it like there's a lot of great qualities with that dude.
Cool to lie.
Musically, you know what I'm saying? But as far as that part of it, man, I just think that it's just, you know, it's cool, but it's like I think a lot more people now feel the courage to come out and be like, you know what, I'm not really living that life, but I'm just trying to get a Benz. And I think a lot more rappers are doing that now, and they know that it's selling. They know that people like violence and sex, so they know that that's what people want to hear. People can always say all day long they want to hear real rap. There's plenty of real rap out there. People are just lazy as shit. So, you know, that's what it is. Especially with the internet nowadays. There's really no excuse for you not to be knowledgeable about music. When we had to go to record stores growing up, or CD, or media plays, and different stores like that. Shout out to
Media Play. That used to be the spot.
Yeah, man. It's like a trifecta of pleasure.
It was like Guitar Center, Blockbuster,
music. Yeah, so it was great. So yeah, I think to that point, I mean, I don't really go into his albums looking for him to
I don't either.
To give me some type of soul searching wisdom, you know. I take it for what it is. I know I'm gonna get some great production. I know he can rap his ass off. He really can. Like, whether you believe it or not, he can flow and bob and weave through beats with the best of them.
I don't know. I just wish he dove more into his artistry. I feel like he's comfortable.
I think
the comfort is now disturbing him, because you're comfortable and you find your avenue and you make your money, right? Mm-hmm. But then after you make so much money, there's only so much money you're gonna make before you die. I mean, how much money are you gonna continue to make? You make your money, but then your artistry starts to suffer. You're not hungry anymore. You're not creative anymore. And I say that, you know, even with the production selection, it's very predictable. Rick Ross is very, very predictable to me, and I want him to go further. Like you see something peeking out of him that you never saw before. I wish he would just bust. Next album, just bust.
A rap nut.
So we got a couple. I'm gonna address them. I'm gonna address them in order. So we have
you did like
Kevin.
No.
You did do that with your hands. I did see it. We can go back and run the tape.
Artistically,
just
blossom. Artistically blossom.
Yeah, because you always want that flower to blossom.
So we got was this Mr. Kevin Moore. What do you think is his best album? Because he said it definitely wasn't one of his best albums.
What you got, so bro?
His best album. I really like Port of Miami, man, and I think that is an underrated album. as far as production, the features he had some classics. I like some of his mixtapes better than like some of his albums. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to think on that one because that is a very good question. It's a lot of albums. It's like damn near 10 albums to pick from. Which one is it?
Teflon Don.
Teflon Don was dope too.
Teflon Don was when he really started digging into, other production from other people like Kanye, and
That was his second.
that was like I forgot what number that was. It was because I know he had Triller, then he had
Triller was
Deeper
the
Rap.
second. Triller was the second. That's the one that had
Deeper-
that song with T-Pain, that
Yeah.
boss.
That was actually a dope song.
Yeah, it
The
was.
Biggest Boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even like T-Pain, but that song I actually was rocking with him for that song. But I think even though he had a lot of features on this album, he didn't let his features outshine him. Because despite the people on that album, nobody except for Raphael Sadiq is the only person. Of course, he's gonna outshine anybody on the track. But the fact that he even goes to a Raphael Sadiq, he can have a Dej Low, he can have a fucking Young Thug. Like he is a musical dude. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like he has an ear for this shit. So it's not like he just one of these rappers out here that just throws shit together and doesn't appreciate any of the people before them or anything else. Like fuck y'all music. This is the best music. To me, you got to be a student of the game. And I think he's definitely a student of the music game.
Okay, so now we have a big statement coming up.
What's that?
Kirby, I need you to pay attention to this. Beer Gang 313 goes.
I'm reading.
Still need-
Rather
on camera.
Anyway, Rather You Than Me is Miami's Reasonable Doubt. Prove them wrong.
He took that from me. So I don't have to prove him wrong. He's proven it. I told him it was kind of Miami's Reasonable
Reasonable
Doubt.
Doubt, though?
This is possibly to me because it's the same kind of music.
You see, this only 3 hours though. So
It's the same kind of hustlers music that you gonna listen to on Hustle, but Reasonable Doubt was it was grimier because it was for colder weather.
But you just said you can't take him serious because he never lived that life. So you can't compare something
I
that
didn't
you
say I couldn't
did.
take him serious.
can't see.
He's a very, very good to me. He's a very
But then
good
when
storyteller.
you said that somebody that's not living the life that they're telling them is not really taking them serious. It's
I never
he's
said
lying.
that he wasn't a good storyteller. We know Pusha T not selling drugs no more, but I still listen to him when I want to hustle.
He never did.
But that's neither here or there. I don't know that man. But bottom line is, I think that I think
Miami's Reasonable Doubt.
I don't know about.
I
that.
mean, I can.
I would give Mastermind that before.
Can I say it
Not
has like?
Mastermind, God forgives I don't. I would say that was. Better.
Can I say it has the same vibe as a Reasonable Doubt? Because I can't say that it's Miami's Reasonable Doubt.
It's incomparable to Reasonable Doubt, but it gives off the same feeling.
Yeah, it does. I can definitely ride out to that. I can see myself in South Beach riding out to that. You know
This
what I'm
is
saying?
beautiful music.
It
sounds
is.
really good. The trap songs, like you can hear those in the Shake joint. Like those can play there. Like he's got party joints on there. Like I mean, like you said, you were absolutely correct. You said that he does stick to his formula,
Yeah.
and I think that it is safe for him.
Somebody else just said that. He said it talks about the same.
So, who would y'all like to see him reach out with? Because he can blend with a lot of different artists. So I think he has the confidence to do so. So I mean, who would y'all like to see him work with that he maybe hasn't worked with, or maybe that would probably bring him out of his pocket and out of his comfort zone?
Nobody.
Nobody?
Just a straight up album with him.
By himself?
Yeah.
I think he can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, just by kind of carrying himself on his
I think it
shoulders.
will challenge him because when you only have
But
to
when you say
do a
nobody,
verse,
you have a singer to like, not even a well-known singer, just like somebody like
I would
harmonizing.
do
Just need to have me
like
on
a
it all
B.
bars.
Bosman.
Because J. Cole still had vocalists
like
on his
a B.
album.
Bosman if you need to have a vocalist.
Okay.
Somebody.
I would like to hear him over live instrumentation. Because
Justice League is kind of
Yeah,
Kinda
they're pretty close.
yeah, it's pretty close. But like a roots type of live instrumentation. Absolutely, I think he's probably rounded over.
Somebody says Scarface.
Oh, has he worked? He had worked Scarface.
Yeah, he has.
Mastermind
He has
got a
songs.
song on
He
there.
has
It's really
songs.
dope,
Scarface.
actually. Really dope song.
Could we get a link to cigar music? Don't you want to share that?
Oh, so the cigar music, that's Bink right there too.
Yeah.
Shout out Bink. That beat is ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, James, shout out to Southeast Ohio. He
Shout
said,
out.
as an orchestrator of music in his persona, he's a genius. Just can't let the CO shit die. Agreed, after several albums, we expect some more progression. Bottom line, his music is still fire.
It's just like Mobb Deep. I mean, Mobb Deep really doesn't change up their subject matter, and they still make dope albums. It's like I'm not. It just. I guess it depends on perspective. So it's like if you're looking for an artist to grow every project, maybe Rick Ross is not that person for you. You know.
Definitely, I would say that.
Because he's not.
I mean,
he's not
I bore easily.
right. But it's like his music is still enjoyable, and it's not like simple enjoyable. It's like it's a little.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't put him in the, in the lump with the, with how they like to put the new rappers, the trap rappers. I wouldn't put him there. I think he's actually talented. That's what makes me so frustrated, I think, about him.
Yeah.
Is because he's talented. You can see that he's talented.
He's like
But,
a great coach. She's like, you know
he's
what?
comfortable.
I want him to get back in this game. I know you
Get,
can shoot better than
get
that, dog.
himself esteem up.
Renzel,
Maybe-
you can shoot better than
And
that.
maybe he needs to be around some artists, like some of the people he was around for this project.
Mhm.
But just on the egos aside,
Yeah.
what you really think about this track? Because if
Nah.
I was in the studio, I would tell
And
him.
I said last week, I said it
Be a
again.
friend in the studio.
Idols Become Rivals is probably the smoothest diss track in history.
Ever. And it was done correctly.
And it was done like with love. Like
It was classy.
I'm just
He was
disappointed in you. It
disappointed.
wasn't like, man, like I'm just like, I know you can do better.
I mean,
Shout out for that track. That's a dope, super dope track.
and Santorini, Greece, like just the line that he said in there about basically, I'm giving niggas jobs when I sing songs. White man love me when I get my bling on, but they hate me when I'm buying real estate in foreign land. So like shit like that, like he's good for little one-liners
Yeah.
in his verses that are potent. Like he may not spit a whole verse like a Kendrick Lamar or Lupe or Sky Zoo, somebody that is really thick with the pen. Like they just really basically open up shit in your mind that you probably never thought was there because they're just making you just really listen indiscriminately to what they're saying. But I think he's good at those one-liners that are potent enough to like make you think and just it'll stick with you. Like, okay, that was real. Like it's just like boss talk. Like he says, and a lot of that shit applies to your life. Like, I mean, when he says about people buying real estate, him buying real estate, people having a problem with that. Like, I'm pretty sure every black person can identify with that, just obtain some type of success. Just trying to move up. And just the perspectives and different double standards we have in this country. Like you said, people like to see us when we're shining and spending money and doing all this dumb shit, and then as soon as we try to get a leg up financially or any type of way, it's always like, oh, what's this? Hold on, wait a minute, go back to talking about bitches. We don't want you to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, he's definitely cognizant of what's going on, I think. And I think that what he's doing in the community in Miami, if anybody from Miami can verify this, like, from what I've been seeing, he's definitely doing a lot for the community, which I do respect. I do respect that because I think that all artists that rep their city hard as hell on their records need to come back and do what they said tenfold to help their city.
Yeah, and that is something that I definitely appreciate the artists doing. Because you still, that type of track to me is multifaceted because again, you can play it in the club and then you still send a message, because a lot of people,
They can't do that.
yeah, a lot of people cannot do that. And also somebody mentioned the variety of the type of songs that they give you. He gives you slow songs, he gives you trap, then he gives you somewhat conscious, and then some that you can just hustle to, some you can chill to. So I mean, his albums are always a mixture of life, because you don't go, every day is not the same for you. Some days you want to go out and party, sometimes you want to just chill out. Sometimes you just want to go out there and hustle, and that's definitely something that he's good at putting together into his projects.
He got the
is that
summers
feel.
a lot. Like, dude got hella summer joints. Like the way with Jeremiah and,
Yeah.
and Wale, like that joint slap. You know what I'm saying? He just has those type of joints that put you in that mindset of if I was on an island with the crystal sand, crystal clear waters and white sand beaches, like this is what it would sound like. basically in audio form.
That's why we said that it's the Reasonable Doubt from Miami. There's no way you can listen to Reasonable Doubt and not picture being in New York, cold as fuck on a corner hustling.
Yeah, because it does have, even though it has some summery vibe to it, it's very dark.
It's
New
very
York
dark. It's very cold. And Jay-Z was before Rick Ross with the Summer on Lock. If Jay-Z dropped the album right now, it will have Summer on Lock.
And there's a lot of parallels with their career. I mean, they work around a lot of the same producers. Like I said, Bink is the connecting dot to both of them.
Somebody says, is that Mona Lisa on her shirt? It's a chick on her boobs.
It is Mona Lisa. It is definitely Mona Lisa. And with a turntable and headphones on, and the frame is a turntable.
That is so Kirby right there.
That is very Kirby.
God damn it. Look at me.
That is definitely a hip hop Mona Lisa. I need to
get one of those Bruce Lee ones.
DJ shirts. How much for that one today?
That is a pretty dope album.
But one thing about him, I mean, because if you talk about Rick Ross, you got to talk about Drake. Thank you.
Oh my God, dude.
You have to, because the same people that will criticize his photos about being a CEO are the same people that will support Drake, even though we know he's lying about what he's talking about. So it's like,
but are you supposed to take him seriously? Are you?
No, I never did. But I mean, people get so caught up in. That's one thing that really irritates me too about like when you have hip hop discussions. Is like people be like, well, that ain't street. That ain't street. Man, y'all motherfuckers got some inconsistent rules in the street sometimes. I'm just saying. Like, you gonna let something fly, you gonna let Drake slide, but then you have a problem with this. Like, it's like, what, make up your mind. If you want something to be real, let it be real. No?
I think that stems from the fact that I don't believe Drake.
I never get either.
I mean, if I see Drake, it's like, yeah, you didn't do that. I mean, I seen you on TV.
It looks like Five Goes West.
We seen you. we saw. I mean, we see you on TV on a regular basis, so we know that you weren't about that life. Not when Rick Ross came.
Wheelchair Jimmy.
We seen you with our own eyes. We seen it.
As I eat this jerk chicken taco made by Ashley's Cakes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a Views. He said Views was high garbage juice. I kind of like Views better than his latest project.
Yeah, the latest one, actually, the beat wise, I think is very dope. Now, if I can figure out what the fuck Young Thug was saying, I can enjoy them songs a little bit more. I mean, I really gave that dude a chance, but I just don't fuck with that dude.
So, to me, again, Views was better. Again, we're gonna have to do a review, album review on Drake.
But the reason that's what I'm saying I brought it up is because there are parallels with them, because they're both artists that have had controversy as far as their authenticity.
You say, yeah, hot butter.
But Drake is proving to you on his new album ain't shit about him real. He's like, I'm Jamaican, I'm Canadian, I'm Jewish. Like, well, he's rapping. He's trying to rap in grime. He's trying to rap in British grime. Bro, give it up. Just he's schizophrenic on this album. He's everything.
Yeah, but we'll have to talk about that. But yeah, I just wanted to draw the parallels because I think he's more widely accepted than a Rick Ross is.
Because he never claimed to be street though, so.
Yeah, he never did, and nobody will believe it anyway.
No one.
He's talking about tune for your head top. Watch how you speak to me. Like he's threatening you on this new record when he goes into a house record. Like
that's cute, Drake. Thanks.
He gonna threaten me like I'm
how
not
you
scared.
Gonna threaten me,
we gonna bust some footwork, bro. But yeah, it was I don't know, man. But like I said, bottom line is it's inconsistent when people talk about real and what's fake in hip hop. I mean, we all know even though the shit that we all love, that we all might think is authentic, it's still entertainment at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? No matter how real it is, because that's how it's being marketed to you. It's not just, hey, this is a depressing ass take on my life. Here you go. No, it's pressed up and beautified and made for your ears to have eargasms.
Okay, so
and visual art. So it's like it's a
hold on. This lady, like we gotta. Again, we have a guest, so yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot. I know.
Hold your head.
I'm Jendai from UpJunkFashion.com.
You don't have to
What's the name of
reintroduce
that site
yourself.
again?
UpJunkFashion.com.
I'm like a witch doctor holding one of those little,
Did you stop?
one of those little heads.
So,
Anyway, so we're about to go into our grade of the album before we get into the reason why you're here.
Wait,
So-
before we get in here, you gotta talk about some other stuff. But go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no, continue. We'll come back to this point. Go ahead. You shut up. You say
okay. So annoying. All right. So, I'm sorry. Were you asking me a question that you kind of stopped me away?
Yeah. you got
My question,
to
I'm confused.
Oh, you good. So go ahead with your point, B.
No, I was just saying, like, as far as the features, Dej Loaf did kind of surprise me.
I love that song.
I never heard her rap, like a full rap,
You did.
and not sound like she was 10. And the shout out to Dej Loaf, though. I mean, I appreciate her doing what she do. Like, that verse was definitely a surprise to me, so I was pleasantly surprised. But
Yeah, I was too. So what I was actually going to get into is like our grades. What are we going to give this particular album in the scale from 1 to 10? Or we can go actually favorite songs of the album. You can start with that.
okay. I'm gonna say Santorini, Greece. I'm gonna say The Game Ain't Based on Sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
I think what other song was it? I like Apple of My Eye, Raphael Sadiq. Triple Platinum is dope, and I like She on My Dick with Gucci Mane. Like, I'm starting to like Gucci Mane a lot.
That's
more.
horrible. You just pick like
It's it.
she on
She
my.
on My Dick. It's
I
just like,
thought you said shit.
I mean, how you gonna judge me? The shit that people listen to, that's nothing compared to what
Okay.
people listen to. Talking about popping my
Powers that be,
Yeah.
idols become rivals. Here's a shocker.
Trap.
Trap. Yep.
Kirby got
You
the
complained
cookie.
all the way to Lansing or to Grand
I said I
Rapids
didn't
about
like
that song.
Wale's verse. I didn't say I didn't like the song.
Shout out to Wale though, man.
Shout out to Wale.
He's
Please
one
do
of
a
the most
disco album.
hated
Do it.
MCs in the game. I don't
Do it.
understand why people hate that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Scientology was pretty dope too.
So
Yeah.
I like Lamborghini Doors. Idols Become Rivals. Again, that's probably the smoothest diss track ever. Santorini, Greece. I actually like Dead Presidents. I actually wake.
that was kind of dope though.
I've been waking up to that for the last week to that song.
Trap Posse cut.
Yeah. Traposity.
Trap Posse.
Our guest.
All right.
Love that Malcolm X hat. Love it.
Fashion.com. I'm liking the one with Raphael Sadiq. What is it? Apple of My Eye.
Apple of My Eye.
The Maybach music, that's with Dave Lowe. And then Scientology, like Kirby said.
Boom.
That's all.
So I'm gonna go ahead like Randy Jackson and give this album. That'll be an 8 for me, dog.
B.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'm gonna drop in and give it a 6 and a 7. What was that?
6 and 11.
I really didn't like that Meek Mill song. I thought his verse was weak, man. I thought he kind of ruined it because his energy was too hype for that beat, man. It didn't fit well.
Okay, up junk fashion. Oh, it will help if I was actually typing something.
So you have those hats on the site?
These are sold out.
They're sold out?
But we can get them.
I think you should get some more.
I think I'm going to get red.
Feel free to correct me.
This is navy. Yeah, that had to be red.
Just look into the camera real quick, make sure that I'm typing it in right.
UpJunkFashion.com. Yes, that is correct.
That is correct, and I'm sending it out right now.
Thank you.
Boom. All right, so what did you give it?
Me? Oh.
What did I give it?
Yeah.
Can I give it like a meh? Do I have to put
You gotta have
Man.
a number?
Yeah, mediocre is fine.
That's over 500.
I'll give it a 4.
Woo. Below
I
average.
hate bearing the judgment.
I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. But to be
Put my
fair,
heart
I
and soul in
mean
this
that's not.
Oh, I get a 4.
That's not my avenue, you know. That's
I'm
not
messing
my
with you.
avenue. But
You know what's missing? The glasses. Oh, that'd be dope.
What,
That'd
you
be
got
super
glasses on
dope.
the site too?
No, I'm talking about if he had like the
flip
Dwayne.
glasses.
Dwayne.
Oh yeah, that would be
glasses.
dope. These
That
are
would be
my,
dope.
So tell us
my
about
blue
some.
jean.
Tell about some of the products on there. Like what type of.
Okay,
Cool.
so Upjunk
Solid enough.
Fashion.com is a accessory and jewelry store for ladies actually. However, we do carry some items that men are interested in, like the hats and sometimes the headphones, but those are more like seasonal items. We carry handbags, earrings, rings, all of that kind of stuff. It's
Do you
all
have any
new.
product that I can display for the
you
people?
wearing-
Actually, yes, I'm wearing
Those
my
rings
earrings
and
and my rings and my all of that. Actually brought a gift for Kirby. Sorry, fellas.
They bring me there. She in my house.
I didn't. It was rude. I apologize. However,
yeah.
upjunkfashion.com.
That is a.
where you can get
I'm gonna give that a
beautiful
4.
items for the summertime, for the fall time. We have some brand new handbags, clutches for brides, for prom,
Kirby,
for
let me
casual,
display what you got.
for all of that good stuff.
Yeah, everything but
Open
these.
it.
I don't know what you're trying to see.
What's that? Let me see.
A freaking pair of headphones.
Let me
You got some
see.
handcuffs? Oh, it's handcuffs, baby.
Handcuffs. Headphones.
What?
Lord
You got
Jesus.
the Bluetooth.
You got some headphones.
I live on my headphones.
And again, that's upjunkfashion.com.
And they are red, so I will be keeping them.
Blood and cousins.
No, bro. No.
Those are our ear clips. These are magnetic, so those are for our ladies that
Can
don't
you
have
get gauges?
piercing.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
sorry.
Get them. You know, I have a friend who has them.
There you go. This is how it will look in your
Always
ear.
looking for new ones.
I got
Okay.
I got
So I'm
you.
gonna get my shit pierced tomorrow full of frank on somebody.
These are our nerd glasses. I love these. Super duper love
Those
the nerd
earrings?
glasses. Those are earrings.
Wow.
And you can get them, fellas. You can go to the site too. You can buy things for your mother, for your boo, for your
Mother's Day is
wife.
coming around.
Mother's Day is right around the corner. Those are some of our handmade items. We get those from artists every now and again. I love our handmade artists. Shout out to you all. And that is a choker. That's our mesh choker. Very lightweight, perfect for spring. So thank you for showing that stuff.
No problem.
And again, that is upjunkfashion.com.
Look at my new headphones, y'all.
With new headphones.
Yep.
And shout out to my little business partner who should be going to bed anytime now. Hi G. Good night, G.
I guess that sounds like an order. Here you go, Cover.
These are kind of awesome.
And my hairstylist. Can I get my hairstylist a shout out?
Go ahead.
All right. So my hair. Thank you, Regina Rucker Reed. She is on Instagram at Styles with an S _ by _ GEE. Styles by G. Thank you for my faux locks. I appreciate it. She stay fly. She licensed. Go to her Instagram page.
She is licensed.
She's licensed. Yes, she is.
I have to give a shout out to myself for keeping this together. You know, sometimes, you know, it's hard living with this. You know, the Lord gives me strength every day to keep on going. What is this?
Hey.
Oh yeah, I went to church for the first
I
time
am
in a
mad.
long
I
time
have
this
folk
weekend,
like
y'all. So y'all
that.
can be proud of me and stuff. I didn't burn up when I walked in.
I haven't done it for a week. I haven't done it for a week. And I'm going to come back so that
Oh.
I can.
Did you try yarn?
I do.
So now we're gonna focus on the sock conversation for these two ladies right here.
I mean, we could take over the whole show if you want to
If
talk.
you
Go
want
ahead.
to talk about
Okay. You know what?
Hold on, wait, y'all never do this shit.
You're
I
here.
did this in the hallway.
you got
I
another
got-
woman here.
I got
'Cause I'm
I got
saying-
some. I got some for you because dudes are gonna chime in. They're gonna chime in, and that's
Okay.
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 But you here because Kendrick Lamar, God bless his holy wrath.
His whole soul.
I love him. When he came out with the, hey, I like natural women. Show me some natural. What?
And some stretch marks.
What the hell? Why y'all mad?
Why y'all mad?
Why they mad? Can you explain to me why they mad?
I can't explain what it
That shit
is.
pissed me off.
Okay.
I like me some.
Love it.
I like me some stretch marks.
Tell me.
I absolutely love it.
Tell me, when you heard that line, what was your initial thought? Did you think anything would have thought that was like, oh my God, that was disrespectful?
No, my initial thought was, well, that's real. It's refreshing to see somebody just say something that they actually think.
That's what I thought it was.
You know what?
That kind of real.
What bothers me is all these keyboards clicking away.
Oh
my God, he's so like, how dare he have an opinion? And this is exactly what they sound like in my head. And my God, why does he not like me, bitch? Because you not made for him. You ain't his type. That's cool. And it bothers me when chicks are like, well, if he don't like me, then I can go find somebody else. Yes, you can.
Well,
there's other people out here who like just whatever you got.
I heard people saying, "Oh, but I bet you he don't like all the type of women that stretch marks come on." You know, like he don't like my stretch marks.
Ladies, can I get y'all PSA out there? Like, honestly, like, I don't understand. Like some of y'all, I don't understand. Like, it's like you don't want nobody to say nothing about anything, nothing nice, nothing at all. And it's like
I can tell you to smile. I can tell you, nothing.
And you're mad if nobody says anything to you at all. And it's like I don't understand. Like I understand if somebody's coming at you wrong and they're disrespectful to you. That's one thing. But if the man is bigging you up for you being yourself. Why?
Like,
it's like
I think
that's what they teach you your whole life is to be yourself.
I think I'm finally understanding
So
what
it's like,
dudes
you're mad?
mean when they like women are fucking crazy. Now I get it.
Like your whole life, are you not told? Do you develop your freedom when you become yourself?
Well, here's the thing: is that for one thing, I mean, everybody has them like what's that saying? Opinions, like everybody's gonna have their opinion, but I think at this point there's really a push to silence the natural movement and the women and I'm gonna be honest, black women,
because they losing money,
loving themselves and women in general, you know, because with working in fashion, you get an opportunity to really see what's going on in the minds of women, and it is disturbing. You can have a 10-hour day when you're dealing with 25 to 50 women, and every single last one of them have a complaint about something. My boob's too small, my boob's too big, my stomach too big, it's too small, I need a bigger waist, I got stretch marks, I'm old, my hair is, and they just keep going on and on and on. So I don't think men really can understand the amount of pressure that's put on women about how they look, about what's done, and then not only from you guys, but then you also have the pressure from other women as well to keep up with the Joneses and to keep up from the whole entire situation. And black women have it worse.
And I think that's a lot of what's making people mad, because it was just like y'all was just on this fake wave, so I just went and got everything fake. Right. So I was cool for 2 seconds.
But who was putting that pressure?
I just feel, you see,
because I think other women.
It's a societal pressure, because women in other societies may not have the same pressure that we American women, plus we black American women, have. I mean, when you turn on the television and you looking at the different videos and the love, you pay attention to who's the object of love and who's the object of clap that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pay attention to that, and it's two different looks. It's always two different looks. So now it's starting to become a thing where, you know, women are, and they passing this on to their children, unfortunately, that you don't even, if you don't have makeup on, like, oh, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that.
If my hair ain't this way or that way, in this second, I literally think it's like this. I finally became what you wanted, and now you changing your mind and telling me to go back to what I was.
Let me say this as a man, because
I don't agree that. Okay, go ahead, B.
My thing is this: like, now, if you want to enhance yourself because that's what you deep down want to do for yourself, that's going to make you happy, I'm all for it. But if your excuse for doing it is that's what men want, that's total bullshit.
Yeah. Because
not all of us want that shit. Like just like you wouldn't want us to generalize y'all and say all of y'all are hoes or this or that or whatever. Like, everybody doesn't like that shit. Mm-hmm. I'm one of them. Like, I don't like that shit. Like,
But we're talking
Yeah.
about what mainstream. Like we know
Right,
that
but-
there's
but-
black
Yeah,
men
man, it's kinda-
always.
I'm gonna get to the next.
But I'm saying-
right.
But the next point is, now when does it become an issue? In your, like when does it become clear to you as a person, as a human being, to be able to distinguish what's real and what's not? Like when you get to a point where it's like, you know what? Even though I'm being bombarded with these images, I'm confident in myself to know that this is all a sham. This is a game. This is all fake. You know what I'm saying? Like just like everything else, like politics, everything, the whole election, like everything is just programmed. But if you get sucked into it, you know what I'm saying, then it's going to be harder to get out. But it's like, when is it a point where people realize, you know what, this doesn't define you? And I appreciate everybody that takes that stance. Because it's like, look, that doesn't define you. Who cares what the mainstream says? I mean, once you start doing the knowledge and learning about the things that have been done to keep us from appreciating who we are, then you can have, I guess, a more of a clarity on where you stand. I'm not judging nobody for, you know.
I guess that's the burden of the conscious.
But I've always had an issue
because it's not.
I've had an issue with women when they say men objectify us in rap videos, men objectify us at strip clubs. If women don't show up to rap videos or strip clubs, guess who doesn't get to be objectified? I mean, you voluntarily go into these places. You voluntarily become the strippers. You voluntarily go in to be a video host or vixens or whatever. If you don't show up, if you don't if you take a stand and say I'm not gonna do this because it make us women look bad, wouldn't that help?
Absolutely.
Because
you could say the same point when dudes is running around like with guns, the pants like hey we gonna
you can't.
You could say that.
You can't
but
objectify.
Nobody kind of clumps you all together.
Yes we do. Man and nothing but dogs.
Nigga, they were like,
man ain't nothing but dogs. Everybody said that since the 90s, man. Come on.
Believe me. I hear that.
The only women I say see that when they deal with
but what I'm saying is,
I see so many.
Said the 90s.
I see so many bitter ass Facebook posts every day.
Every
it's like
day.
It's like they don't
baby daddies and all that other stuff.
They don't take their time to differentiate who's a good man and a bad man. They're always like, niggas ain't shit. Because most niggas ain't shit. All of them niggas ain't shit.
But if you shit, you talking you.
But if I say that about women, I'm like, women ain't shit. I'm an asshole. I'm a misogynist.
Or you angry?
I hate women.
I do believe that
that's not right.
Right. I do believe that the overgeneralizations, you can't go based on social media either. Because sometimes people just type. They just, like you said, they just be clicking.
Some people just
feel good.
Because it makes them feel better.
It just makes them feel good.
Care.
Sometimes people even make up drama just to put it on.
That's even worse.
Just so somebody's looking at them. You know what I'm saying? At least have the drama. Like don't. But
I mean, you can't objectify somebody that does not want to be objectified. Because you set the tone. Like if I was out here. But I'm saying somebody said but that's not every woman showing up. The what? Jesus, you kill already. I can barely read and you killing with this typing. Every rapper has a choice of who he puts in his videos. But I mean, if no women showed up at all, because the message that this rapper is portraying of women is negative, you wouldn't have a rap video. So sometimes, like, a lot of people love to say that they're behind something until money shows in their face. When somebody, I got some money for you to do this video. Jerry Rice wearing a Popeye's chicken helmet with a piece of chicken in the middle. But I'm saying it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is coonish. That is coonish behavior.
He went to a black college. He went to a black college. You mean to tell me you didn't know that was coonish?
You know better.
You know better than that shit.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that is a personal choice. You know what that represents, and you know that you're being made fun of, and then you're being objectified or put into this box. But then you wanted to get paid, and you allowed it to happen.
It's like these rappers, these dumbass rappers that pimp themselves out, and make dumbass music. I hold them in the same regard, because it's like you can't sit up here and be mad because people are criticizing you. You're making whack shit because you doing it for dollars only. You don't care about the artistic integrity. You care nothing about expanding and you just truly want to make money.
But okay, yeah, a
Even if
rapper.
you look stupid.
If I wanted to do a rap video, and I've been on plenty of rap videos and photo shoots, yes, I have a certain look.
Bragging
and I
over here.
can tell you, yo, look, I don't like the way you look. You read the paper, you don't fit it. But all these other women that will show up will fit what I'm looking for. They chose to be there. Like when 50 Cent made that song, Bitch Get in My Car, if it wasn't a bitch getting in his car, he wouldn't have made that song.
Well, Nicole, I was specifically talking about the rap videos. I'm not talking about in general.
I've been objectified. I told me. I had an old lady tell me she wanted to fuck my brains out, and I was very disturbed.
Yeah.
Cause she was very
I'm treated like a piece of meat every day. Everywhere I go, it's like, geez, look at that tall
You think
glass
you
of
rap or
water.
something?
First of all, you over there, Shaman,
let me
Shaman
Whose
Sandy.
number do
No,
you
I'm
have so
just
you
playing.
can call in?
Who?
She said we should take phone calls. Whose number you got so you can call in?
I think.
Speak
Yeah.
That is kind of dope.
Your opinion.
Whoever said
on-
that-
we got speakerphone.
I got a Google number, so they don't have no
I wasn't-
numbers.
I was clearly joking about feeling like a piece of meat.
I'm not.
Jeez.
I have really been objectified.
But just to back it up a little bit, like I don't want to put all the onus on rappers because that's unfair too.
No,
That's been an unfair thing. You know, the objectification of women. That's like now it's all the way up to the top. You know, and it always has been. And so I don't want to just put that on rappers. I am gonna say now it seems like they're more heavily influenced in that idea of a woman. But we get back to Kendrick Lamar. I appreciate what he said because it was real and it was an appreciation for something that's real. It's not to say that I'm against makeup. Like I love makeup. Love makeup tutorials and the hair and all of that stuff. Like it's beautiful. It's good. It's great. You do what you do. I'm not, do what you do. However, if you feel like you need to do those things just to be valued, that becomes the issue. When I'm running into 10-year-old girls, I have a 10-year-old girl. I say, hey, beautiful, or whatever I was about to say. What are you doing? Whatever. And she looked at me with the most sincere look on her face. I was like, I'm not beautiful. I was like, what? Like, who told you that? And she's just like, I'm not beautiful. And she almost argued me down. Those are the things that I'm saying, because when a woman has it trapped in her head that she's not beautiful without it, undoubtedly it gets passed down to children, and I see it every day. And so at some point, somebody has to be comfortable saying something and taking a hit for it, because Kendrick Lamar takes the hit for it. I can't hear him as frequently as I hear, I don't even want to name any artists because I don't listen to the radio that much, but you're not going to hear him as much because he takes the hit and says something real. I'm not saying I agree with everything that he do or everything that anybody does, nor am I going to say that I'm blaming every other rapper for this current situation. But somebody has to rail it. But to the kids, they are, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Whether they want to accept it or not, they are.
That's true. And I think
Period.
That go like you said, it goes in the line of the parenting too. It's like, if you're gonna let your kid listen to hip hop and rap and certain types of rap, make sure you give them a disclaimer before you listen to it. Like, look, this is entertainment. These niggas is not really living this lifestyle. There's probably 5 of them that are, but the rest of them are lying. So just know this going in that this is not real.
Right.
It's just like watching a movie about superheroes. Like we told you, Santa Claus wasn't real. So
You just wrong somebody.
To me,
fuck it.
to me,
It's not real.
like what was most
Your life was ruined on election day. Fuck you mean? EPA ain't. It's gonna be non-existent. Fuck
Your
you.
life was
Ouch.
real when Betsy DeVos became a state.
your
Yes,
au-
I
authentic-
actually helped you there with the honesty. They
authenticity.
haven't been giving.
Thank you.
I'm saying it again. Authenticity is important to me because even this whole natural movement, there's a lot of people out here pump faking. If that's what you want to do, if it's not just like a fashion, because I've seen people. We saw this lady at the concert, and she had King Tut on her dress, and King Tut was like spread across her ass.
Where was her friends at? Where the?
And it's like,
her friends at?
really, that makes you conscious. That makes you cool. They had King Tut's face on the front and back, and she's literally sitting on King Tut's face every time that she sits down. And I guarantee she just got a natural. She just started using a relaxer. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, just be who you are, no matter what that may be.
You're gonna be judged
You
either
don't have to
way.
be a hotel.
You don't- yeah, you don't have to-
You don't have to be.
Yeah, you don't have to be over the top if you embrace who you are. You know.
Don't fall into that bullshit.
Yeah, like you can be very in tune with being black and who you are, but you don't have to go over the top with the rings and the earrings and the Nefertiti. Well, that's just who you are.
That's you.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so many people. Like you just had weave in your hair like 2 days ago. All of a sudden now, remember it was like when R. Kelly did "I Believe I Can Fly," and like 2 weeks later he had braids down to his back. Like, dude, like you were just on something else just last
But
week.
see,
Now you in the
here
trap.
my thing is that life is about balance. And I get a little nervous when I get around people that say, I'm all this or I'm all that, because that's not life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, last week I technically had an afro. This week I got faux locks, and I don't make any.
But that's
because
Each week, the white person asks if they can touch your hair.
each week, right? I switch it up, and so I'm never in a position where I'm going to. And I think we need to be careful on when we start telling people about their growth. You know, there is no conscious book where you like, okay, I'm on level 10 and this is where I gotta stay. People are at different levels of their understanding based on their experiences in life. And so while you may not agree with it, they may have a reason. She might have a reason for having on King Tut.
But what I'm
Maybe she
saying,
decided to get King Tut instead of getting
my issue.
Thought and process.
You
but
know
the-
what I'm
the-
my
the-
issue-
I'm not gonna say it was. I wasn't there. So I can't say
My
it.
issue with it was
Man, his face
is
on your
with
vagina.
people go from, like you said, from one extreme to the other. Like where people become vegans or vegetarians. Like you were just eating meat, and then they become so judgy because like, oh, you
When
still
the
eating
ego-
you
right,
still eating
right,
meat. Like
right.
you were just eating a meat lover's pizza 3 days ago. Like shut up, you just started.
Don't
you
let
just
your
started.
ego get bigger than
You
mine.
just
I
started
hate
this
y'all
journey.
motherfuckers like that. I'm
You
just gonna say it.
just started this journey. Don't think that you just because
Yeah.
you're on a wave that makes you a judge and juror of anybody else that's not on that wave. I mean, just be who you are. If that's what you want to be on, do it for you, not because it's cool or because you saw somebody else do it. Do it because you want to do it, because there's a lot of people, even at 30, 35, 40, that still don't know who they are, and they're still trying to find who they are. And damn near getting AARP cards. So they get on these moves like whatever's cool, that's what they on. But they go to the extreme. Like, oh, if you're not on this, then you whack, and then I can't talk to you or whatever. I don't like that.
I dig this. I'm gonna say this for my black people out there, all of y'all. If y'all watching, ain't nobody policing us. Okay, be yourself. Only time you get police if you pull Ben Carson's. That's the only time. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take a step on the wild side, that's on you. But I'm just saying, just all of y'all, just be yourself. Stop getting caught up in what the next person's doing. Stop hating. Like, just like when she was talking about with the young sister, she'll tell them that they beautiful. Like, I see brothers on the street, I'm like, what's up, bro? Just show them some love, man. I said, nice shoes you got, bro. It's a nice fit, man. Just showing love, man. Because it's like we don't do that enough, man. Everybody's just always on
Especially black people.
and look here, want to laugh and point all the time. Like, just drop traces of love places. That sounds fucked up.
That was
That was bars. Make sure
I mean,
you
it
pull
was-
out, though.
It was it was
Yeah.
bars for a smooth and sexy
Yeah. That's another
rap song.
That's random freaks.
dog. Hey,
Random freaks like
he made me a jingle the other day.
Yeah, me and Sakari made a jingle called "Kirby got them cookies for $5. Kirby got them cookies for $5.
They did. Like I was in.
Kirby just trying to stay alive because he got them cookies for the $5.
I cried.
Kirby got
dog.
them cookies for $5. That shit was so boss, man. That was the best.
So what we're gonna do is been an hour and 6 minutes. So I think this message of positivity and being yourself will be the perfect way
Now go
to
watch
wrap
porn
this.
after this.
As Kirby remains on her phone and then like the entire time, just
It doesn't mean I don't love you. I promise it doesn't.
She does that shit. For us.
that is exactly what it
I
means.
feel like I'm not.
No,
in
it
love
doesn't.
sometimes. I'm
It
like,
just
damn.
means that I was talking to somebody that can kind of only listen and not read the comments, so they were talking to me.
I made
They're
a
not
mo-
here.
I made a model car one time. I just wanted to show Kirby, and she was like, "Get away, I'm busy," and I felt
Yeah.
so hurt.
And I believe she slapped it out your hand.
And I died slightly. And I was resurrected.
Y'all
So
just try and make
it has
sound
been.
funny.
Actually, since you weren't here, you get to close it.
Take us
It'll
out
be
with the
open.
fader, Ali.
Off your phone though.
I was, you know, I was reading, and I've been reading these comments too. Cause
Stay woke, people.
Hotep,
Stay
my
woke.
sister. Hotep and pork rinds, baby.
folks Alright. So,
Ashley doesn't have a head anymore, but it's there somehow. I don't know how it's not in the shot. It's weird.
okay,
There it
anyway.
She's on her phone. You were just talking about me for being on my phone 2 weeks ago.
You was like hanging on.
Okay,
You hang
yeah.
on
So
the
you
string like
understand
loose
that I'm
ends.
not sitting in front of the computer and the way I can read the comments are from the YouTube app.
Right,
on
you
the
trying to
phone.
cut
Right.
my face
Yeah,
out.
I see.
So, anyway.
You being angry.
Okay. Ashley, says
Ashley wants to
goodbye.
say bye.
Plug
You
your
know-
website, babe. Plug the website. What is the website?
Lies.
There's 3.
Give us the one that we can get shit on.
PremiumGourmetMixes.com.
.com.
The Easter menu goes up tonight, so you can pre-order
Get your Easter on.
everything.
Celebrate Jesus' second birthday. Boom. Because if he was reborn, that means he was born again. Bam.
So
Hey,
Kirby,
Bakes.
Mine's
Oh,
on.
all social
UpJunkFashion.com.
I was actually going to highlight you as the last one. But
Type it in.
UpJunkFashion.com. Kirby.
I'm Kelvis Freshly. That is Soul Brother number 1. Somewhere over there is Ashley Aces Cakes and Bakes. That is Trill Huxtable. This is
Jendai.
Jendai. African and Asian. Yeah. Like, your name just sounds like something a happy Asian would say, dog.
Jin, you died.
Jendai!
That is very. This got very racist towards the end.
Kirby set it off.
Random Tuesdays. Love yourself because you're going to get judged either way.
Thank y'all.
It's been cool.
Peace. Love.
Later.
Hair grease.
Well, you was off camera.
Cheese.
Everybody, love, positivity.
Asiago cheese.
Well,